Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
Night Dive Studios, responsible for the remake, recently released the new beta demo of System Shock. The demo took me about 2.5 hours to complete, and I have a lot to say. You start the game looking through the eyes of a machine, in the rain on a foggy day, wandering around a city called New Atlanta. It's April the 7th, 2072. Three Option Corporation seems to rule it. We see an ad for Unreal Engine, Night Dive Studios, and Prime Matter, the devs and the publishers themselves. This hovering moment is amazing and sets the tone immediately. I felt transported from the real world into a Blade Runner universe, or in this case, into the System Shock. The devs made such a great job that I forgot that I was playing a demo, and the almost 3 hours passed by very quickly. Here, we know more information about the main place of the game, Citadel Station. It was built on 2062 and it's celebrating its 10th anniversary. We then realized that this machine wasn't randomly hovering the city. Instead, it was looking the house of the protagonist, the hacker.
Genetic and pharmacological research.
We finally control the hacker and we can wander around his apartment. There's a little cameo of the original game and a bloody smile face. Probably a nod to the comedian. After that, we start hacking into Three Option to get information about implants, when we are detained by their security and taken by them. Trioptum's Vice President Edward Diego gives us a job. Hacking into Citadel Station AI, SHODAN. We have to remove her ethical restraints. In exchange, he offered to give us the implants with the necessary surgery. We do so and...
I may have other work for you once this is over. See you.
We see a nice note to the original team with the Looking Glass optic nerve version 6.17. The hacker wakes up. We have a new name, Employee 2-4601. Everything is silent. We pick up some implants and the first weapon of the game, a lead pipe. We go through the door and there's our first enemy, a wild robot. At the same time, we receive a call from Rebecca Lansing.
Employee 2-4601. I'm Rebecca Lansing. A counter-terrorism team to try off. Here's the situation. Our scans at Citadel Station show biological outbreak is in progress.
She explains that there's a biological outbreak. SHODAN is unresponsive and the mining laser is charging for a potential strike to Earth.
Nathan Darcy has an office on the medical level for the Central Hub. If he's alive, he'll bring the situation under control. I'll contact you through military node implants soon. Lansing out.
The game has been set. We have to stop whatever SHODAN is planning. The controller. I played the entire demo using a controller. A for jump, X to action reload weapons, Y is to change modes of weapons or bullet type, and B for crouch. RT is to use your whip. If you're using melee, if you press it long enough and release it, you do a heavy attack. Graphics. The graphics of this game are really good. The devs didn't go overboard. It has this type of graphics that are really realistic but a little bit pixelated, on purpose. I have no idea how to call this type of graphics, but it looks sick. Also, the setting of the game helps to sell it, because this is clearly a retro-futuristic place with lots of modern stuff, like the very clean UI or the amazing face graphics when someone calls you or you get an audio log. Sometimes you can look outside and see Jupiter's ring, and it's crazy how good it looks, and how, doing that, you feel even more trapped. Some places are straight up creepy, like this place with these dudes on beds, while others are just a bloody nightmare. But most of the time you will see machines, screens, maybe lights flickering, and just emptiness. The UI. You get a variety of implants throughout the game that changes the UI. Down there is the quick menu. You can equip up to 4 weapons, 3 explosives, and 3 consumables. Up here there's a navigational system that tells us if we are facing north, west, east, or south. On the upper corner to the right, we have our life and energy indicators. On the other corner, there's this wave pattern that basically tells us the same info as the life and energy. It's kinda useless, but it was an original game. We have a minimap on the left down corner. You can set it up so it moves with you, but I decided to leave it static. Finally, above the navigational system, there's a writing system that tells us what we are seeing. Medipads, cups, weapons, the ceiling, whatever we are looking at, that writing system will tell us. A nice addition is that if the item is junk, it will be on parentheses. Vaporize Recycler. Vaporize turns items into scraps, and 10 pieces of scraps equals 1 coin. Each item has a set value that we can see. Also, we can directly turn the junk into coins into a recycler. Directly recycling junk will yield more coins, but it takes space. You have to decide whether you scrap them or save them to turn them into coins. The bigger the item is, the more money scraps will yield. With those coins, you can buy different things on certain places, usually heal items. Items. You won't find only junk, but a lot of health, consumables, and ammo scattered around. You have to take your time and look around. This game will be much harder if you try to play it like a regular FPS, because I found many card keys by just looking around. So, take a deep breath, allow yourself to get into this universe, and just search and look around with calm. Restoring HP energy. To restore your HP, you can either eat food that will restore 1 HP, use a medipatch that will slowly heal you over time, a medpack that will fully heal you, or go to the surgery machine to get a free heal. Energy is used as ammo for certain weapons and to power up some implants. In this demo, we have access to only one weapon that uses it, an electric gun. You can change the mode 3 times to low potency, high potency, and ultra potency. You will eventually get batteries to recharge your energy, but commonly there are several energy stations that will recharge it for free. Implants. As I said, there are certain implants that use energy, like light or detecting nearby items. There are 8 squares side to side on the menu. Those are the current implants we have. Enemies, combat. We will find different enemies throughout the game, but mainly the most common ones are these humanoid things with fangs. Sometimes they immediately attack you on sight, but other times they're busy. The second most common enemy has to be this hacker, who will shoot you on sight. Eventually, you'll find certain types of robots. This assassin. The sound effects of the enemies are amazing.
I obey. Yes, I hear you. Never try hard. Time to patrol. I hear. I hope movement detected.
Couple that with the oppressive feeling of this place, it can get really spooky really fast. But I never felt scared. The combat is nothing special. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but I think that the hacker moves his head way too much doing melee. Also, and this is with all weapons, I feel like there's something missing. It feels like you aren't doing damage. I think it's related with the sound effect because it feels like it needs more oomph. I never felt the frustration like System Shock 2. In there, enemies won't stop spamming and make the beginning unnecessary difficulty and frustrating. If you are smart enough with your consumables and ammo, you should be fine. In fact, I end up the demo with more than 8 health items and more than 120 bullets.
Possible suspect.
Music sound effects. The music of the game will remain the same, and it's fine by me. It adds to the feeling to this futuristic place, but it will change and it will be sudden, but I won't spoil you the fun. The game is filled with little sound effects like opening doors, vaporizers, electric things going on and off, footsteps of enemies that you don't know where they are, air coming in and out of vents, etc. Again, it really helps to sell that this place at some point was full of life. Exploration puzzles. After waking up and taking the implants and destroying the robot, you are on your own. The game feels like an open world because you can literally go everywhere, and eventually everything will start to connect and make sense. At the beginning it's very disorienting, but after an hour you will understand the layout more. Oh yeah, this game has puzzles, either codes or just a hacking type. There are close to zero explanations, and to be honest, it really doesn't need it. The game wants you to figure out things for yourself. One of those are the hacking minigames that are very tripping. It's really confusing and disorientating at first, but you will eventually get used to. Eventually, you'll have to do them in order to continue, usually to open a door. I play this game on the normal settings. You can choose to play as easy, normal, or hard. Weirdly enough, there's a tab for SHODAN, but
Look at you, hackers. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
there are cameras on the station, watching every move you do. You have to destroy them to lower the risk. It took me a while to understand it, but the lower the risk, the less likely is that enemies respawn. Once it's close to 0, enemies won't respawn, or at least I didn't encounter new enemies in all areas. SHODAN is definitely the start of the game and one of the most important selling points. I mean, she's on the cover. So I found it super odd that she was barely in there. At first I was kinda upset, but then I started to realize why.
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you?
Once she detects you, she will start to taunt you more and more. And the objective of this level, and I guess that all of them, is to destroy the nodes, so you recover control of this area, and most importantly, of the elevator to go to other sections.
Hacker, Rebecca here. It says here that you're listed as employee 2-4601. Diego provided that cover to you, and the neural implant. In exchange for what? The keys to SHODAN. Not hard to put 2 and 2 together regarding the current state of the station. Tri-Op authorized to deal. Help get the station back under control, and you get a clean slate. Looks like we're partners now. And if we play this right, we can work out what Diego wants.
I prefer a quiet station. Thank you.
Conclusion. This demo was amazing. I know Night Dive Studios have been on the blast several times because of several delays and empty promises, but they have delivered with this demo. There are many changes they did, including how you get certain implants. The opening was really unexpected to me, and as I said, it set the mood for the rest of the demo. This demo and this game has a lot of potential. Like it or hate it, you can't deny the big effort that the devs are doing. By only playing this demo, I can tell that the devs are pouring their hearts and their souls into this remake. I hope that this amazing quality stays for the full game, and they are able to tweak some of the issues and minor bugs that the demo has. I have nothing but praise to all the team. I cannot wait to dwell into the full game with SHODAN getting crazier and crazier. Happy gaming, everyone.
This elevator serves me alone. I have complete control of this entire level.